I saw Michalina's art and I was really inspired. I thought my piano was like completely, formal, like black and white, and I was like, I saw her work and it was incredible.
A lot of whales.
There's so many details though, like. Hey.
Hi. Hi.
This is Michalina. This is Osh. Tell me a little bit about your artistic journey. When did you really started getting inspired?
I mean, like you said, it's a journey. It was a long one. So
I believe you.
I kind of grew up from baby in a house where my parents, both of them actually are artists. So I grew up with the smell of like oil paint around, and I was always doodling something. I was like in a children's art club and all that stuff. And art has definitely been something, like it's been a constant in my life all these years. But I think I started getting more into it probably in my teenage years when I've started experiencing more tricky emotions, I guess, and I needed a release.
Let that out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And ever since then, I've just loved it more and more, and I can't imagine not creating. But yeah, it's always about expressing something and showing others, I guess, what's inside me and what I see in the world. So yeah.
Things concerned with the body that you felt like expressing allowed you to perhaps change your perspective about some things? Or?
Yeah, so I guess for many years I've kind of struggled with mental health problems and kind of low self-esteem, and the way I viewed myself wasn't always very positive.
So many can relate, absolutely.
And I guess when I first started painting, I always found inspiration in nature and like animals and things that I've loved, because I love traveling and I love scuba diving, so I was always using that as my kind of main topic. But as I was growing up, those tricky feelings and mental health difficulties kind of made me look more inside myself, and I've started creating things, basically expressing how I see the human body, human form, and
through your perception in a way.
Yeah, and kind of just seeing the shapes and how the body flows, and seeing that actually the things that are not perfect, that the things that are imperfect about us actually are so beautiful. There's no reason to feel ashamed of it, because we're all beautiful. It really does help to put it down and just see yourself in a different light.
I feel like it's people seeing that sort of artwork are more likely to accept imperfections as a thing that's okay, basically.
I think we live in a world where like Instagram filters and all that is so popular, and you just you're scrolling through and you're seeing all these perfect people, and actually it's not true.
Yeah, behind that is a lot different.
Yeah.
a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of your art is also involving ocean, flora and fauna.
Yeah.
And I just read about coral reefs on the train, and it turns out that 50% of coral reefs have been disappeared over the last 30 years, and the statistic doesn't really look great for the future.
I've always been very passionate about basically charity work and conservation. I would love to go into like marine conservation in the future. And I think when I'm painting sea life or underwater landscapes, it's something that brings me, I guess, joy, and I feel very calm because it's what I love. But like you were saying, when you really think about it, it's not a pretty picture. So I guess in a way I'm also trying to preserve what I've observed, because that might not be there anymore in a couple of years.
I'm just hoping that there's more recognition of the problem and actual action towards conservating that area of the world. And I guess that's what we have to kind of push governments and kind of, you know, more noise, more petitions, more everything.
Just more exposure as well, because obviously oceans is not something that everyone knows that much about, I guess, because we can't see it. Like, we live in cities, we don't really go diving every day. Not many people do. Spreading images, be it photographs or paintings of the sea life and what's going on underneath, can be helpful, because people actually see that there is beauty there that we need to help preserve.
Absolutely. Amen.
Amen to that. Ooh, what is this?
Wow, this is gonna be a surprise.
Drum roll.
Alright, guys. Oh wow. Oh wow.
So I did do a little bit on the keys, and on the top I didn't want to put too much, because obviously there's writing and buttons.
It would get really messy, and that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Sunflowers, sunny daisies.
Wow, those clouds. Wow.
But yeah, you can't really see that well. But there's yellow like dots, like basically like rain, but it's not really.
Are those like sun rays in a way?
Yeah, basically.
Oh wow. And these are the daisies? This is so cool. Wow.
So we have like two big focal points, I guess. Because I think if it was all full on, like, I mean, the side of that is quite full on. If it was all like that, it'd be very distracting in a way. Yeah. So I wanted to keep it busy, but not too busy. You know what I mean?
I love those lavender mixture with the clouds. The colors match so beautifully. This piano is like totally different vibe now.
Yeah, definitely different.
Wow, that's so cool though. I didn't expect that on the keys. I really didn't, but it's so cool.